However, the other team has a lot of tall guys, too.
Well, the Quakes have been good in the air this year. You look at the number of goals they've scored on headers. They have been very good with the ball in the air. And that time they try to find Lenhart, and they just misconnect. All right, well, these two teams, you talk about physical play. They did it last year.
Like a big old rugged colt who's just a little out of control. Cam Weaver got a lot of John Bush 30 seconds into the match here last year, if you recall. And a bloody Bush got sewn up. I think it was a half a dozen sutures in his ear to close up the wound. And he played the whole game like that. And he said, I talked to him this week about it. He said, yeah, it's just the way it goes. You know, Weaver was a little awkward. A little awkward on that play. There's a young man who played for the Quakes for about a half a season in 2009. It didn't really work out very well. They trade him to Houston. He scores in his first game as a Houston Dynamo. And here already he's tied his career best with 4 goals this year.
Yeah, that was an interesting trade. It worked out quite well for San Jose. Let's go get a little bit more from our guy on the sideline, Dan Dibley.
Yeah, guys, in fact, not only did San Jose get Chris Wondolowski, but they also got a draft pick that turned into Steven Beitashour. So Beitashour in tonight, and we know what Wando's done in his career with the Quakes. 4 goals for Weaver this year, but still, it goes down as a lopsided trade in San Jose's favor.
No question, Dibs. Absolutely. People forget you did get Beitashour, who played a big part in last year's resurgence for this Quakes team. He was pressed into some action early, and he did a very nice job. And here he's in the lineup again this evening.
And he better pay attention to Shabala, who's wide open in this near side.
Davis sends one ahead. Weaver tried to pull it down, and he couldn't with the left boot, the 6'4" target. Oh, that's right, A's baseball. They continue at Fenway Park. They take on the Boston Red Sox. It all begins 10 o'clock in the morning on Comcast Sportsnet California. A little A's pregame live, and then it's on a ball game. Tough one for the Athletics.
They played Saturday for a long time. Long time to come up with that, huh? Losing.
Coming back late in the 9th inning. They score 4 in the 9th. Send it to extra frames. Couldn't pull it out. Danny Cruz.
Get an idea of Bruins game. See how far back toward the midway to the halfway line he came to get that ball?
Well played by Cronin, then plays ahead Lenhart, and the flag was up. That ball, his arm, I think, like it hit the arm. And that is what Alex Proust is saying from the field, and also the flag up. What a good look by Beitashour.
Well, this is a game of transition, right? It's a game that doesn't start and stop with the defense to the offense. So you take advantage of a defensive play, get the ball quickly to Lenhart. Close, but no cigar on that one.
Well, you said that you just get a sense the field might play a role in it. That time, a little slip and fall almost led to a great chance.
You know, there's a lot of things that Frank Yallop is happy about on this team. One of the things he really would like to see more of are transition plays. They just haven't been a very good counterattacking team so far this year. You can keep a team really honest by just jumping on them and scoring quickly on a turnover.
Ooh, Bobby Burling getting physical at the midfield. He just ran right over the top of Cam Weaver, and they play on.
That's 2 big thoroughbreds that went down right in the middle of the field. Now one of them went down.
That probably won't be the last time that they tussle in this match. 24th minute, Buckshaw Stadium. Scoreless so far as Tally Hall tries to rearrange the back line. A little dangerous on that back line, and Houston keeps the possession. Colin Clark. Some fancy footwork, but not going anywhere. And a miscommunication. Shabala was trying a run, but the big boys are starting to get physical.
Big Bobby Burling at 6'5" gets a whole lot of the back of Cam Weaver, a little bit like Boswell got Lenhart at the other end of the field. And Alex Proust so far has allowed the big guys to play.
Scoreless in this match, but around MLS on a Saturday.
The 10-game nightmare is over for Kansas City. They get to play at home next week in their brand new stadium.
People looking forward to that.
Columbus gets a goal in stoppage time, tying at New York. Balshin, young left back, scored late. Dallas continues on a roll. They haven't lost in a couple of months. Chicago's new coach, Frank Klopas, scoreless with Seattle. Philly and Colorado. Real Salt Lake's gotten a second goal, this one from Espindola, and they're up 2-0.
And Chivas in Portland just underway as Lenhart gets knocked down. Jeff Cameron doing the dirty work as he has moved from a central midfield spot to a central defense spot. That one took a high bounce, and it played in the favor of Ramiro Corrales. Boy, did Lenhart lay out that time, trying to get the noggin on it.
That's one of those situations where Ramiro looks up and he sees both Stevenson and Lenhart there, and he hopes that one of them can get his head on it, at least maybe his body, to knock it down toward the other one, hoping that the defenders were out of position, and in fact they were a little bit. But just eluded Lenhart. Lenhart needs to not worry so much about all that physical play. It's going to happen. He's got to think more about playing soccer now and not just getting beat up here. He's complaining a little bit too much, I think.
Well, Lenhart's been fouled 17 times. It only appears like it's been more. And remember, he missed the start of the season. He had some knee issues and then some family issues.
He's been fouled about 37 times, but they've called 17 of them, I think.
That's probably a better way to phrase it. Brad Davis. San Jose able to push Houston's offensive start towards the midfield. Now they play ahead to Cam Weaver. And then Bruin goes down in a heap. Tried to thread ahead to Lenhart and does. Lenhart looking for help. Kari on the edge of the 18, but he could not connect.
Lenhart did a lot of things good there, but the pass to Stevenson was not one of them.
Cruz goes down. And it looked like he might have taken a dive on that. He and Convey stride for stride. Did he get pulled down?
Lenhart does a nice job with a lot of things here, and he didn't really have to do a whole lot, but just to lead Kari Stevenson and then Convey and Cruz. Cruz slips as much as anything. Two guys kind of grabbing a hold of each other to get some leverage. And Convey is telling Alex Proust that very thing.
And Danny Cruz reaches down on that right leg. He had the bone bruise, right knee. He's a little gimpy as he moves along, but another chance coming.
You can count on Brad Davis taking all of these. Unless something bizarre happens here tonight, this is Brad Davis's job right here.
His first effort well over the crossbar. Here is service into the middle. Kari Stevenson sends it ahead, and a goal kick coming. So 2 tries for Brad Davis off the set pieces. Neither really connecting very well.
Houston's got 4 goals on corner kicks, a goal on an indirect free kick, 3 goals on crosses, and they've scored 3 times on headers. Beyond that, it's part of their game. They don't have the kind of speed as a team that some teams have, but they do have size. And they play hard.
Burling not afraid of getting in the way of Weaver again. And Bush with the off foot sends one towards the midfield. Game's a little clunky right now.
Sometimes you have